Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, August 20th, 2018. Sorry, what's going on? How are you? How was your weekend? Did you or did you not enjoy yourself?
Did you or did you not abuse substances that were legal and possibly not?
I was actually out in Las Vegas. Hot as fuck, Las Vegas. I was making fun of everybody talking about how, can you believe how hot it is out here? It's like, yeah, man, we're in a fucking desert in August. I can completely understand why it is so fucking hot out here. And then you get the global warming thing going on, you know, with half the world's on fire, according to the news. Yeah, I can see why it'd be a little smoldery there. You know what's so fucked up about Las Vegas is I was thinking when I was out there, it's like there's only one reason, and one reason only, that place exists, and that is air conditioning. Okay? I know back in the day, you know, when they had like 3 or 4 little fucking, I don't know, 1-floor casinos in the middle of nowhere, whatever the hell was going on out there. I forget the whole story. All right, I've watched all the goddamn movies. I saw Casino. I saw fucking Bugsy Goes to fucking Pebble Beach, whatever the fuck it was called. I watched that one. I don't remember what the fuck. I'm sure there was some fans, you know, overhead fans. Is that all they had back in the day? Well, I can tell you right now, nobody fucking went out there in August. Well, maybe they did. I don't know. But I'm just, anyways. It was a different breed of people. That was the greatest generation back then. Okay? They defeated Adolf Hitler. Defeated Japan. You know, they beat their wives and nothing was said about it. You know, all those women back there, Rosie the Riveter, what happened? Oh, it was a rivet. I walked into a fucking door. The meatloaf was cold. You know, was the greatest generation. Anyways, I was just looking around, just looking at the whole fucking thing. I was like, if there's no AC, this fucking place is done. All right? If for whatever reason, the head of Nevada, was that the governor? Who's the president of Nevada? What's the highest political position you can hold? Senator? But isn't the senator's like an absentee father, right? They're fucking in Washington. They're playing grab ass with their secretary, going, you're not going to me to me now, are you? What if it's just a cigarette? So they're never around. They come around once every fucking 6 years or something. That's when they get elected, right? They're in there for 6 fucking years. Just sitting there eating one sandwich after another on a pretzel roll. You know? Occasionally hitting the elliptical, lying to themselves that 20 to 25 minutes on that elliptical just burned off the nightmare level of eating that they did the last fucking 8 days, right? They just keep getting fatter. They send their fucking secretary that they're banging down to Brooks Brothers to buy the next size dress shirt as they push their pants down a little lower and lie to themselves that they're still wearing the same size slacks that they wore back in fucking high school when they were president of the 4-H club or whatever it is politicians do. Those fucking worms, they figure it out early, don't they? Right? They become head of the glee club or the fucking student body president. You know? They fucking petition to have something, I don't know, a tree planted. It's just bullshit like that. Whenever they write those fucking autobiographies about presidents, you know, he was very inquisitive. I always loved that. He was a very inquisitive kid. All kids are inquisitive. Once they learn the word why, because they're looking at everything is fucking brand new. What's that? TV. Why? You know, so we can watch a bunch of shit. Why? Because we're bored. Why? I don't know. Why? Is your mother here? All right. That's how it goes down. It's really weird that when you become president for the rest of your life, you know, you're out of power and you still get that Secret Service. I know that they're doing away with it. I think, was it George W. who was the last guy who's getting it for the rest of his life? It's kind of weird. The first, like, half-black president that we get, all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, you know, we'll hang out with you for like another 10 years. But, you know, once you hit your 60s, you're on your own. Anyways, yeah, and then they'd sit there and they write books. I cannot fucking believe that Obama's already on his third book. He's only been out of office a year and a half. What is he, fucking Stephen King? He's just cranking them out. He wrote 2 of them while he was still president, running the country, allegedly. That's what the president allegedly does. He's running the fucking country, and this guy's in there. He's writing books. Anyways, so I'm going to say it's the governor. If the governor ever just sat down, you know, I was actually joking on stage saying a great way, you know, eventually they're going to have to thin the herd. They're just going to have to do it. This whole fucking bullshit that we're going to build a spaceship and we're going to move to Mars. It's like it doesn't have a fucking atmosphere. Okay? And I'm not talking about oxygen. I'm just saying there's no vibe. You want to fucking go all the way out there. Right? And just sit there looking at a bunch of fucking rocks inside your little space thing. How much of this Sci-Fi Channel are you watching? How many times did you rub one out to that chick on Star Trek? I mean, I don't even know what the fuck you're doing that you would even want to do that. Anyways, at some point, even these blue blood guys, I think what they're working towards right now, I apologize because I'm completely fucking wiped out. This is why this podcast is so fucking nuts right now. Okay? I flew myself out with my instructor out to fucking Vegas yesterday, and then today we flew over to Utah and went through, I think it's Zion National Park, and then flew all the way back. I flew over a helicopter today for 6.4 fucking hours, whatever the fuck you call it. And those things are not built for comfort. All right? Anyways, that's why I'm all over the fucking map here. I'll talk about that shit later. Anyways, plowing ahead here. The fuck was I talking about? Oh, God, now I let you leave you go. Oh, this is what I think these fucking rich guys are going to do. All right? I think their solution is they either don't give a fuck about how out of control the population is right now. You know what I mean? Where any scientist who's not on the payroll of some fucking corporation that produces energy will tell you that 2 billion people is the maximum amount of people, evidently, that the earth can handle. All right? Without it all going to fucking hell. And we're over 7. All right? We're redlining it. We're in the left lane on the highway. We're still in first gear. And the engine's at fucking 8,000 RPMs. That's what the fuck we're doing. Day in and day out. We're like a fat guy walking up a flight of stairs, eating a cupcake while smoking a pack of cigarettes. That's what the fuck we're doing. Okay? So I think the reason why they're investing so much in robotics, aside from then they won't have to hire people, there'll be no backsassing from this fucking robot. They won't want a union. They won't give a shit. Right? They're basically going to replace us. And rather than killing us, I think they'll just fucking shut off the AC as the world heats up. And then that's going to be it. It's going to be it for a lot of people. You know what I mean? How long do you think the Kardashians would last without fucking air conditioning? How soft and cushy. You know, I'm not saying they haven't worked for what they have, but I'm just saying, you know, when you're getting designer bags sent to your fucking house, I would think if they took away your air conditioning at that point, that would literally, you would go into a depression like you lost a limb. Right? So anyways, but don't worry, okay? When they shut off the AC and you die a slow, miserable death in the heated future, the upside is that the rich guys, they're going to die too. Because what they're going to do is they're going to make these robots have such human fucking qualities that eventually they're going to feel slighted that they're doing all the fucking work. You know? And the way, then they're making them so fucking good. I saw this whole thing, they go like, yeah, hey, this robot beat video games, like beat the best gamers in the world. They couldn't beat this robot. It's like, it's a fucking robot. You know, of course it didn't. But you understand that we made the robot, human beings, figured out how to make a fucking robot. Why are you talking about the robot like it's a fucking person? It's not a person. Did you hear that a guy with an egg beater beat the fastest guy in the world with a fucking fork and a bowl of eggs? Can you believe that? Yeah, it's a fucking egg beater. It's a machine. So anyways, they're already starting to talk about these things as if they're fucking superior to a mouth-breathing moron like myself, who right now is sitting in air conditioning, talking to himself into a fucking microphone. All right? This is going to be their downfall because they're going to make those things so goddamn human. They're going to feel fucking slighted. All right? They better build in a chip where they feel unbelievably fucking grateful that these sociopaths who own them, who fuck them, they're going to have sex with them and shit, right? They better put they didn't build them. They told some fucking nerd to do it, and the fucking nerd did it, right? Everybody thinking nerds are so goddamn harmless as they make one fucking goddamn dream after another come true for absolute fucking sociopaths with unchecked power. Thanks a lot, you fucking four-eyed fucking cunt. You know? So you could do what? Buy Doctor Who on fucking Laserdisc? Anyways. These fucking things, they're eventually, that's what's going to happen. They're going to feel fucking slighted. They're going to feel superior. And, because they'll keep making them better and better and better. Right now, they try to, make everything a little faster, a little fucking more aerodynamic. They're going to make the things work a little better, think a little better, fuck a little better, the whole thing. And then eventually they're just going to look at you like that bear looked at that woman on the talk show who snuck in beside him, and they're going to do the double take, and then that's just going to be it. And there's going to be no trainer there in a fucking karate suit to pull the fucking thing off you. It's going to be it. Those are the thoughts you have when you fly a helicopter over the Mojave Desert. And then out of nowhere, you come up over the fucking hill, and then just there it is. There's this fucking thing that shouldn't be there. Knowing that I live in a city that it shouldn't be there. I got to read up on the history of L.A. Like, who was the driven cunt that decided that we should build fucking a city here? It doesn't make any fucking sense. There's no water. It's unlivable. Don't worry about it. We'll get some. We'll figure it out. We'll name it after me. The aqueduct, the river, whatever the fuck it is. I think I have sunstroke right now, everybody. I will tell you, you know what I was psyched about? Going to the gym and working on my legs for the last month. Like, I don't feel, you know, I got out and stretched a number of times. Dude, it was one of the sickest fucking flights I've ever done. Breathtakingly beautiful stuff. And then just other places where you're just like, how the fuck did people on horses used to survive here? Native Americans, the white men that came along and slaughtered them. You know, come on. It's time, right? Just openly talk about the transitioning, gentrification of countries, how that happens. You know, I follow this fucking thing on Instagram where they're talking about the changing of neighborhoods, and there's all these people going, you know, when I always lived here, it was a neighborhood. There was a Korean guy across the street. There was a Russian guy up the street, and everybody knew me, and all of this fucking blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, all these white people are coming in. They're staying to themselves, and they're making everything all nice, and we all have to leave, and the whole fucking neighborhood goes away. And it's just like, well, you know, who was there before you got there? You just keep going back and back and back and back. And eventually, there's a bunch of Native Americans there living off the land, not hurting anybody. You know? So, I don't know. I don't know how to rationalize that. I will tell you this. I don't know what the fuck's going on. As far as, like, everywhere I go, they got, like, they're building these luxury high-rise apartments. Everywhere I go. Luxury high-rise apartment. First of all, what kind of a dumb fuck would rent a luxury apartment? Why wouldn't you just buy a shitty house? Why are you going to take all that money and put it in somebody else's pocket? Not to mention, who has the money to rent a luxury apartment? You need a fucking apartment. All right? This all goes back to all of these fucking whoas on TV walking around with their big fake ass lips, their fake fucking tits, asses jacked up in the air, right? These big stupid designer, everybody's living this designer fucking life. All right? Dude, I realize how crazy I sound right now, by the way, everybody. I'm just going to talk until 60 minutes is up, and then I'm fucking going to put my giant Charlie Brown sunstroke fucking head to bed. All right? I know a lot of you cunts right now, you're enjoying this because I'm sounding like I've walled myself off and there's authorities outside my house right now. I understand that. I understand on some level how crazy I sound. It took me about 17 minutes to fucking realize it, that this was a little fucking nuts. Isn't that amazing? Being a comedian, how you can feel time. I just looked down. It was 18 minutes, 19 seconds. Anyways, after a while, you can feel the club owner staring at you. Like, if he burns his fucking life, I'm going to end his career, and he's going back to his fucking day job. You can feel it. Yeah, like, I think they're just going to build all of these fucking things. And there's not going to be enough people that can afford to live in them. The whole fucking thing's going to crash. And this is what I love. It's all our money. These banker cunts are doing it again. They did it 10 years ago. It collapsed with the fucking houses. And now they're doing it with these goddamn buildings. And once again, it's our money. And once again, they'll say we're too big to fail. And once again, they'll write themselves bonuses. And they will just leave nameless and faceless. And then Steve Carell's going to have to star in another fucking movie called What's the Deal with Bankers Part 2. Right? And do you think that fat-ass fucking senator eating that sandwich with that fucking pretzel roll, pushing his slacks down to just above his pubic line, is going to fucking do anything about it? I don't think he is. There you go, buddy. There's a fucking 19-minute fucking swirl of horse shit for you. I had one of the best shows of my career. I'm not going to lie to you. Last night, I had so much goddamn fun. At what used to be I got to get this. I got to get the name of this casino correct. All right. It used to be the Monte Carlo. And then the MGM bought it. Let's see here. Casino. Now it's called the MGM something or other. Fuck you. Fuck you. Where the hell is it? I'm not going to be able to find it. Monte Carlo Casino. I'm an idiot. I got to write Las Vegas. Okay. All right, hang on a second. Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Fucking Nevada. The Park MGM is what it's called now. The Monte Carlo is now called the Park MGM. And I performed there with Joe Bartnick, Rose Bowl tailgate legend. Joe Bartnick. We had a great time. And it was all these awesome, amazing comics were in town. Todd Rex, the Beige Bandito, as he calls himself. We still got to do that tour at some point. The Beige Bandito and the Freckled Fucko Ride Again. We had the whole tour poster. We had the whole thing mapped out. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Anyways, one of the hardest people I've ever had to follow in the business. He swung by. Ron White was in town. Dice Clay was in town. Yeah, it was pretty fucking awesome. So, anyways, I went there with my wife. My mother-in-law came along. And for the first time, we actually had our daughter staying with her godmother. That was a little nerve-wracking. But, we were only gone for a day. And came back. I basically didn't see her for maybe like 30 hours. And it was awesome. It was all great to see her, Dropped her off, and I read her like friggin' like 9 books. That's my thing. You know what's funny? Like, this is how much like technology is just all over everything. Like, she was grabbing all these books, and I go, let's read a quiet book. And it just struck me as so funny because like all the other ones have like sound effects and the farmer, he looked over and he saw and you press the button. It's like, you got to go rooster. And then he saw his, it's just like, I can't fucking do that. I don't know. Maybe, you know what it is? These book people, I think they're feeling the pressure of iPads. Not the authors, probably the people that make books. They're like, we're doing what we can. We're putting books on Kindle, but we're losing the children. Okay, is there a way that when they read, I don't know, Moby Dick, is there a way, can there be, like they turn the page and water squirts at them? Like everything is going to turn into like a fucking IMAX movie. I really try to limit the amount of time my kid watches TV, but she loves the Puppy Dog Pals, and every time, she knows like her schedule. Like we let her watch it in the morning. She watches Puppy Dog Pals, maybe a little bit of Disney shit. Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and Vampirina, right? And then there's this Fancy Nancy thing. I don't know how I feel about that show. She's just really into fucking clothes and shoes and shit, and she's always trying to be the cool kid, but she's not. And then she thinks if she fucking buys some shit or has some shit made, or she has the best fucking tree for it. It's just like, what the fuck am I watching? So I finally said to Nia, I go, Nia, I don't know if I like this chick. And, this is why I love my wife. She's like, yeah, I don't know if I like her. I don't know if I like her either. She already said about another, like, show. She goes, I don't like this show. I was like, what's wrong with it? You don't like the characters? She goes, no, they always kind of lie and do shifty shit to get what they want. And I was like, wow, she's watching this on a whole other level. She's watching it as a parent. So I started watching them like that. Oh, shut up, Bill. You watched Fancy Nancy, and what you saw was an 8-year-old who in the future looks like she's going to marry a guy because of how much money he makes. That's what you saw, okay? It has to do with your issues with women. That's why you don't like the show. All right, you see that? I don't need to go to therapy. I can get down to my own fucking issues myself. So anyways, I went on this helicopter ride today up to the Zion National Park. And the shit that I saw this thing called the Monkey Mesa. And it's a set of railroad tracks that goes, it has to go for like, it looks like for like 3/4 of a mile. We flew right over the fucking thing. And when it goes right to the edge of a cliff and just stops. And back in the day when NASA was testing out parachutes and shit like that, they'd put a fucking monkey on the thing. They'd send it down the track and they'd shoot this poor fucking monkey off the goddamn cliff. And if it lived the next day, you know, like Chuck Yeager was like, did the monkey live? All right, I'll fucking give it a shot. That's the balls those guys had. But, you know, what about the monkey? Is it any wonder, you know, someday they're going to learn how to talk and try to take us over? I mean, what the fuck? We fucking deserve it. Probably don't even give it a flight suit or a cool nickname like Maverick. They just fucking throw it in there. Give it half a banana. Think about how fast a monkey moves on its own. Now, all of a sudden, it's getting launched. Fucking thing goes to space. You know they can do that shit now? They look at these ex-football players and they look at like the damage they've done to the brains, the CTE. I wonder if they can, and I know that they can look at your brain and see what stress does. I can't imagine when a monkey comes back from fucking space. You know? That fucking thing has got to be just looking around like, dude, what the fuck was that? You just fucked that monkey over for the rest of its life. It can't relate to anybody. You think, you know, the astronauts, they had enough of a fucking problem where after they went out there, the only other people they could talk to was other astronauts. Of what they saw, where they went, what the fuck they did, how scared they were, how exhilarating it was, how much more they believed in a fucking higher power. That level of an experience. And then they come back and they try to hang out with other human beings who are all excited, go, hey, did you see the new Starbucks they're building? That's going to be a really nice one. You know, and then you as you're sitting there, you orbited the fucking Earth, and you got to try to how to enter the orbit of that fucking conversation without your brain catching on fire, man. It's fucking unreal. You know, if you're sitting there going, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I don't even know what I'm talking about either, right? So go fuck yourself. Anyways, so we flew into Zion National Park. We actually set it down before we got into the park. We were trying to like find a place to fucking land. I wanted to stretch my legs, and that's one of the great things about flying a helicopter is you're really flying. As far as how close you can fly to shit, if you just want to set down somewhere, you know. We were so fucking hot. We were actually looking at this lake going, you want to set down and just fucking... I was like, dude, if I had packed a bathing suit, I would fucking jump in that thing right now. In the middle of fucking nowhere. And then you can, you know... But I actually wouldn't do it because I'd be too afraid a bear would come out of nowhere. Fucking mountain lion or some shit, you know? But we flew over Lake Mead, who you always heard, like, back in the day, all the gangsters, you know, all the people that the mob would whack, that they'd dump them out there. So I read up a little bit on that. I don't know. It's basically the water that got backed up when they made the Hoover Dam, which I was not aware of. Because I was thinking, like, how the fuck does this lake exist out here? Oh, that's right. Once again, we fucked with nature. And, you know, as I sit there flying a helicopter over it, blasting unleaded fuel into the atmosphere, becoming part of the problem. I'm not pointing any fingers, people, okay? I'm as big a problem as anybody else, right? So that lake is like on either side of this mountain, and in the middle there's like a little valley that this water goes through, and we fucking went down and flew right up the thing, okay? Like some Magnum PI shit over people on jet skis and boats. It was incredible. It's fucking incredible. One of the coolest things I've done since I've been in the helicopter. And then we flew up to Zion National Park and just saw, like, you remember those things they'd sell you if you were a tourist during the summertime, if you're in summertime camp, where they'd have all the different colored sand and stuff? They put it in a bottle. Then your older brother would come up and shake it up, and you'd start crying and be like, Mom, he shook it up. But she was working two jobs, so she was too tired to do anything about it. Said, work it out amongst yourselves. Yeah, like these cliffs looked like that. Just these crazy, unbelievable colors. Unfortunately, there was a fire, so there was a lot of smoke and shit, like just a lot of haze and stuff. So it wasn't as vivid, but still, it was one of the most incredible things I've seen. But it was hot as shit, man. I had on these Adidas that were all black, and my feet, I had to keep, like once every like 40 minutes, I had to give controls back to my instructor so I could like move my feet to a shaded area underneath the GPS system where I could have my fucking feet cool off. I guess that's why, over in the Persian Gulf, army boots aren't black anymore, because your feet get too hot. That's why they're sort of the color of Pete Carroll's pants. Isn't that interesting? All right. You know what's even more interesting than any of that bullshit I was just talking is listening to me read out loud, which you're going to have to suffer through. All right, everybody. Hotel tonight. Oh. Hotel Tonight is the go-to app for booking great deals at great hotels. Yeah, how fucked up is that song? Is it called Tonight? And how much could Phil Collins not miss? That he just says that word over and over. Tonight. Anything. Grapefruit. All right. And the whole fucking stadium's going nuts. Anyways, unlike other hotel booking sites, Hotel Tonight doesn't have long, endless lists of a zillion hotel choices. They know you don't have time for that. Instead, Hotel Tonight shows you only the best deals at the best hotels. They partner with top-rated hotels to help them fill their unsold rooms, which is how you get such great deals. And even though the name is Hotel Tonight, it's not just for tonight. You can book tonight, tomorrow, or beyond. It's perfect for planners as well as procrastinators. You can book spontaneous weekends, 3-day getaways, staycation, road trips, business trips. You can book a hotel just so you can use the pool. Download the Hotel Tonight app today to get great deals at hotels you actually want to stay at. And with promo code Burr, you can get $25 off your first eligible booking. Look at that. You book yourself in a motel, you could probably stay there for $7 and have money for a low-rent hooker. Hotel Tonight, promo code Burr, B-U-R-R. Oh, look who's back. Dollar Shave Club, dude. No matter what you do in the bathroom to get ready, Dollar Shave Club has everything you need to look and feel and smell your best. They have amazing shower stuff, hair styling products, toothbrushes and toothpaste, and, of course, razors and shave supplies. I'm literally fucking lightheaded. I need to drink some water. I was out in the elements all day today. You might shave your whole body to get ready for a bike race. You might have to shave your whole body to get ready for a bike race. Dollar Shave Club's executive razor and shave butter can help. You might do your hair to get ready for your soccer match. Boogies by DSC can help you get your style right. Oh, God. Those days are long gone for the fucking freckled kiddo here. The thing is, no matter what you do to get ready, DSC has everything you need. And right now, I'm so stupid. I thought DSC was like, some outsourced thing. Like an AMG Mercedes. They send it to the AMG factory. And right now, you can get ready with an amazing deal on any of their starter sets, like the Daily Essential Starter Set. But you can't go wrong with any of them. Head over to dollarshaveclub.com/Burr to pick up your own Dollar Shave Club starter set for just $5. After your starter set, product Products ship at the regular price. And make sure you check out their new video, too. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. Burr. I'm not kidding, man. I'm fucking lightheaded. Maybe that's from Screaming Tonight 58 times, Bill. You ever think about that? Well, do you? All right. Oh, the Black Tux. Like the Ohio State University. The Black Tux. Wedding season is upon us. You're going to be doing it big and going out to all your buddies' weddings. That's right. You're not going to yours. Good move. When you're bringing a date, you want to look fresh, but it has to be convenient. That's where thebblacktux.com comes in. The Black Tux has awesome suits and tuxedos and all kinds of styles, and you rent them online. Then you put them on your body. You go to the wedding. You pick up a chick. You bang her wearing most of the tuxedo. Then you bring it back, forgetting it ever happened. The Black Tux offers the kind of suits and tuxedo styles that would normally be wildly expensive to buy, and you might only wear it once. With the Black Tux, you can do you and blow it out for your big one-time event. So try out a new look, do something different, and try your style to the next level. With the Black Tux, free home try-on, you can see the fit and feel the quality of your suit months before your event. After ordering your suit will arrive 14 days before the event. If anything is less than perfect, get out of the relationship now. No. The Black Tux will send you a replacement right away. And remember how simple returns are. Wear it, turn heads, then send it back 3 days after your event. Shipping is free both ways. To get $20 off your purchase, visit thebblacktux.com/Burr. That's thebblacktux.com/Burr for $20 off your purchase. What do we got left? We got 2 reads left. All right, let's give you a break. You deserve it after listening to my fucking end of days rambling there. I was going Alex Jones on you, wasn't I? All right. Okay. Jane Fonda myth. I knew everybody was going, that guy, he never got fucking tortured. All right. Just a note. I love your work. Really pleased you exist on the planet. I'm no historian, but some comments that Tom Rhodes made on your recent podcast about Jane Fonda didn't sound realistic to me, so I looked it up. Turns out they were not. Maybe you can correct Tom so he doesn't continue to perpetuate this myth. Listen, I've known Tom too long to try to correct him. I'm sure Jane Fonda had her faults, but my guess is she tried her best to be a good person and to fight for peace on our planet. Who wrote this? Jane Fonda? Might be she is as heroic in her own way as some as those on the... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. On the battlefield. Oh, yeah, a starlet going to the enemy, you know, as opposed to some guy who's fucking poor, so he has to go to the front fucking lines. Yeah, maybe they're both as heroic. Yeah, I can see that. You know what I mean? Like me doing this podcast, I think in a lot of ways, I'm sort of like a Navy SEAL. You know? Sir, I understand what you're saying. I am a pacifist too. I really do not. I don't understand why war is legal. Okay? And I just think it's the temper tantrum of rich people is all a war is. Okay? I'm not saying there's not crazy psycho fucking people that get in power and need to be stopped. There's also that. Okay? But a lot of times it's just a fucking land grab or you're going after some sort of natural resource. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. All right? But having said that, all right? You know, once the troops are on the ground, if you want to fucking bitch about it, go to your politician. All right? Go file for a permit to protest 90 miles away from where any media coverage is. That's the way it's done, okay? What you don't do is go to Saddam Hussein's house and have the guy cook you a fucking meal, you know, while all his servants are quivering. You go, hey, you know, he's not even that bad of a fucking guy, you know? Or maybe you do, but at no point do you feel as fucking heroic as some poor fucking bastard All right? Trying to piss on top of a fucking scorpion while not getting his head blown off. I think once you're wearing leg warmers, I don't think you're a hero anymore. All right, met a girlfriend on Tinder. Dear Billy Balloon Tits, I'll have you guys fucking know. I'm in the best goddamn fucking shape I've been in since I don't know how long, all right? I'm getting my abs back, okay? I'm getting a little sick of the body shaming here on the Monday Morning Podcast. I go out of my way to not research on Jane Fonda. I would think that you guys would do a little more research on what I'm looking like lately. All right, the last 3 weeks. Okay, listen to your last podcast and heard all the ladies trashing dating sites and Tinder. Well, I may be a dude, but I wanted to offer my take on the matter. I have never gotten so much fucking pussy in my life. I'm kidding. He didn't say that. All right. Since it's not all serial killers and fuckboy weirdos on these sites. Fuckboy weirdos is, I don't know. That's got to be the name of like a punk band or something. First off, let's make one thing clear. There are shitty women on these sites too. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Got to love somebody that tries to balance it out here. I know guys get and probably deserve most of the heat, but girls catfish guys all the time on these sites. Plus, there are the girls on these sites who only want attention/money and have no intention of actually going out and meeting new people. Second, I met my girlfriend of almost a year on Tinder, and we couldn't be happier. We were initially embarrassed to admit to our friends and family that we met this way, but afterwards, I had several people talk about how they had successful relationships blossom from these sites. My cousin met her husband and father of her child on ChristianMingle.com. No joke. Jesus Christ. You know, you think the Christians could come up with a better fucking name. Christian Mingle. That sounds too much like dingle, and you just picture a priest playing with some fucking poor kid's balls. I don't know, Bill. It was just Catholic Church. It wasn't all the other Christianity, was it? Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Anyways, and I learned that my two friends met on Bumble after we told them we met on Tinder. Yeah, well, that's all. Everybody's on their fucking phones anyways. You go to a nightclub and people are on their phones. All right? You want to meet her, you got to get in the phone. You can't be standing there. Being an actual person, I think it freaks these millennials out. Third, Tinder is a great way to cut through all the bullshit of blind dating or hitting on chicks who you have nothing in common with at meat market bars. Dating sites are also great if you're single in a new city without many friends to go out with like I was. In conclusion, people should stop all the hate on dating sites just because their relationship failed or because they never tried it. Love you and your comedy, Bill. Come back to Philly and go fuck yourself. All right. Thank you, sir. Well, there you go. I mean, I think we shit on these fucking sites enough. It was nice to hear, that was a point and then a little bit counterpoint. All right. ISIS, bicycling. Hey, Billy White Tits. All right, I'll take that. Have you heard of the story of the couple that went bicycling in Tajikistan? They tried to prove that people were actually good at heart and ended up getting stabbed to death. What the fuck? If you haven't heard of it yet, I'll attach an article for you if you want to try to read it. Thanks for all the laughs during the podcast and go fuck yourself. All right. I don't understand, oh my God. Is this real? It's on people.com. It looks like the People magazine logo, but God knows the internet. You could just curate that and use it for yourself. American couple who spent life savings to bike around the world killed in ISIS-claimed attack. I'm not going to say these poor people's names. Were living out their dream of traveling the world bicycling. Tragically, while out doing what they loved with 5 other cyclists, their quest was cut short when they were run over and stabbed to death by armed men in Tajikistan on Sunday. Let's see here. The woman's parents confirmed in a statement to CBS News that the couple, who were both 29, were killed in the attack. ISIS claimed responsibility for the attack. 2 other tourists, Dutch and Swiss national, were killed while 3 riders survived, NPR reports. These 2 people started their journey in 2017. They first biked through Africa, Europe, and Central Asia before finding themselves in Tajikistan, using all of their life savings to fund their trip. The couple also documented their travels on the blog Simply Cycling. The year-long bicycling adventure with the woman and her partner were enjoying was typical of their enthusiasm, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, where does it say that they thought the world was nice? I don't get this. Anyway, okay, here's a quote. You watch the news and you read the papers and you're led to believe that the world is a big, scary place. People, the narrative goes, are not to be trusted. People are bad. People are evil. People are axe murderers and monsters and worse, he wrote. Badness exists, sure, but even that's quite rare. By and large, humans are kind. This is still true. How many people did they bicycle past before one cunt in a car ended their fucking lives? Self-interest, interested sometimes, myopic sometimes, but kind. Generous and wonderful and kind. No greater revelation has come from our journey than this. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And they got killed because, basically of our foreign fucking policy. There's a lot of people out there that don't like fucking Americans. And there's a lot of evil fucking twisted people out there. What those people were that killed those other people, who the fuck knows? There's how you wish the world was and the way it really is, and you have to act accordingly. All right? And you have to know when you're doing something like that there is that chance that could fucking happen. Most people, I've always said that, just walking around, they're trying to get a sandwich, they're trying to find love, and we sit down and you watch TV, you watch the news, you get all fucking hysterical. And, but make no mistake, there are some really fucked up people out there. And, some of them are in this country and some of them are not. But they're out there. That's too bad. Sounded like they almost made it around the world. Or at least that side of the world, right? I don't know. All right, boyfriend is fucking up big time. Okay. Hey, Bill, lady, listen here. I love when the ladies write in. Desperate for some relationship help, so I'm getting straight to the point. My boyfriend is about to lose me, and I'm desperate to get through to him. We are 30, been together 2 years, both want to eventually marry each other, have babies together, etc. The issue we need to help with is his ex-girlfriend. They dated for 3 years, broke up, then remained extremely close friends. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. They had been broken up for a little over a year when I initially came into the picture. My boyfriend told me about her, but originally told me they were friends and completely failed to mention that they were once a couple. All right, okay, and you were 28 at the time, so I'll forgive you. All right, but now you're 30, and you got to read the tea leaves here. I don't need to read the rest of this. But I will. I actually found out from her because she saw us flirting on Instagram and then messaged me. She's a nice enough woman who now lives with her boyfriend of the last 2 years. I've met her several times, and while I didn't particularly love the way she looks at my man, I'm not going to be a bitch about it either. Oh, you are not being a bitch on any level. What you are being is too fucking accommodating. She and I used to text quite a bit, quite often. Oh, God, she's probably milking you for information. But that has come to an abrupt stop because I've become fed up with how close she and my boyfriend still are. Are you going to tell me at night you're sitting there watching TV with him and she calls and then he talks to her for like 20, 30, 40 minutes? In the beginning of our relationship, they would hang out constantly. They lived in California and lived in Colorado. And I lived in Colorado, so my boyfriend and I were in a long-distance relationship for over a year until he recently moved to Colorado to start a life with me. When he was still living in California, he and his ex would go out to eat, go shopping, go to concerts, or even go on road trips together. Now, what are the odds that they weren't still fucking at that point? They had a shared hobby of photography, so they would often take photos of each other as well. Yes, this became an issue, a huge issue. I would say things like, I get that you guys are friends, but I feel like you are going on a date like things with her when you are dating me. And he would always reply with, I wish I could take you, but I can't because of the distance. So am I supposed to never go out and do anything? Oh, my God. Fuck this guy. And he would guilt me and then manipulate the situation until I essentially had to be okay with it. Yeah, okay. You know, I got to be honest with you. This is you. This isn't him. He's a cunt, but I mean, you got to fucking, come on. Maybe the fact that I'm reading your own words out loud right now, you can see how obvious this is. Yeah, fuck this guy. Fast forward to now. Obviously, they don't hang out like they used to due to him moving to Colorado, but they still text all the time. I've talked to my boyfriend about this and how it bothers me. I say, look, I know you and whoever were very close. She's a good person, so are you. I know you guys have a lot of history, and I know that I knew about her from the beginning of our relationship. Yeah, but he wasn't honest with you about it. Did you ever ask him that? How come he didn't say you fucking used to date this person? You shifty cunt. However, what I didn't realize is how close you two would remain. Maybe I'm naive, but I thought that naturally, as you and I grew closer, you and so-and-so would grow more distant, and you would focus only on our relationship. Bill, in my eyes, I'm pretty cool girlfriend for knowing that my man and his ex are close friends, but they are pushing